My husband said, "Oh, Shelby," during the deed. My name isn't Shelby. That's our son's teenage girlfriend. So I set a trap and exposed him in public. 2 years later, he's back, drunk, and desperate. And I'm letting the restraining order do the talking. My husband said, "Oh, Shelby," during the deed. My name isn't Shelby. That's our son's teenage girlfriend. So I set a trap and exposed him in public. 2 years later, he's back drunk and desperate, and I'm letting the restraining order do the talking. I was making out with my husband one day when things got heated. You know, saliva and mouth, animalistic sounds, the soft touches, and when he opened to say something I thought he was going to say my name. "Oh, Shelby," he groaned. Shelby is the name of our son's 16-year-old girlfriend. My heart dropped. "Wait, baby. I'm sorry." His tone actually sounded apologetic, like there was a good explanation for what had just happened. "I've just been thinking about our son a lot, and I don't think they should be together." By this point, I was so confused that I couldn't even speak. So instead of asking him any follow-up questions, I slept on the couch. And the next morning when I tried to get answers out of him, he told me to stop getting stuck on the past and give me the silent treatment for the rest of the day. So I did what any loving partner would do in that situation. I went through his phone. The first thing I saw on his iMessage screen was a text from Shelby. An awful gut feeling washed over me. I didn't even know they texted. She must have done something really awful. But when I clicked on the chat, I realized my husband was to blame. "I miss sucking on your pee-pee," was the last text she sent. I froze. I didn't even want to keep reading and place the phone back on his desk. I spent the rest of the week trying to manipulate myself into believing that I misread what I saw. But I didn't. Because the more I looked for evidence, the more evidence I found. He had saved photos of Shelby from her Instagram on his computer. All bikini pics, ones that zoomed in on her curves. I also looked at his phone during opportune moments and saw more of their interactions. I wish I had never looked. They were filled with mean, horrible things said at my expense, with him constantly comparing me to her. Being with her feels like babysitting a used-up housewife. "Your body makes me realize I've settled," are all things he actually told her. And she responded with laughing emojis, and in a moment of blind rage and heartbreak, I turned our room upside down. I found a thong that I knew wasn't mine, and I used condoms shoved under our bed. I reached my palms out in front of my mouth to catch the vomit that came out.